report. Una watch for the side of una screen. Someone says block is not active. I will make sure I block. Please, if you are in a block list, any man we want to make E1 block, I go block. My phone now they look the block screen. Please, Ambazonians, wanna look for the side of una screen. I want to share this particular document. I hope it will be clear. Make a look how I go share them, how we expand this document, make it clear. Okay, when I watch this document very keenly, it is written British Southern Cameroons. British Southern Cameroons. When I look this document very well, State House, when I see address Washington State, and when I see the members where they write the document to. They write the members to Karen Bass of the United States Congress. They write the letter to James Sassenbrenner Jr., Ilhan Omar, that means a senator for Minnesota, Christopher Smith, James McGovern, Ron Wright, Ron King, David Cicilline, and Tim Wahlberg. And when I see the date of this letter, 2019, December 2019. When I see the date, make a just circular. Make a circle, they did make everybody see them. December 2019, when I see the date for year. December 2019. When I look this document, fine. The person where he write this document, they call is Samuel Ikome Sako. When I see this name, Samuel Ikome Sako. When I look this particular screen where it's showing over here, now Samuel Ikome Sako will call himself President of the Interim Government of British Southern Cameroons, also known as Ambazonia. When I read this document, he write them and he put email presidency at Ambazonia Governing Council, ambazoniagov.org, or foreign affairs at ambazoniagov.org. And the interesting thing about this particular nonsense, now say he get a country, but he use now a .org. Other countries use .cm, like neighboring Cameroon, or .usa, like in United States, or .this. But for inside Ambazonia, as he called himself president, a president of a country that uses .org, an organization. Well, I don't understand the meaning of that nonsense. Maybe we read the deep meaning of this letter. When I read this letter very keenly, make a show now very keenly, make when I read this letter. When I read this letter very keenly, he write them, appreciation of your letter to President Paul Biya. Now the thing this way, it vexed me for this letter. I almost cry. In fact, I didn't even cry. And I with me, I say, hey, Toridon Baje, enough is enough. He write them, appreciation of your letter to President Paul Biya. That means they appreciate Karen Bass for writing to President Paul Biya of blessed memory of neighboring Cameroon. He write them, dear honorable Congress members, this is written by Sako Ikome, the conman, the thief, the miscreant. He write them, dear, okay, some person write stupid Ivo for comment section. Make a block that person who write stupid Ivo. Okay, I don't block you. Amazon News, whatever. Okay, someone says this an old letter. Make I just block you before we continue. I don't mind for the stop for block person because I don't tell una block mode be activated. When I hear any man will make nonsense for comment section, I block you first before I continue. I don't mind for stop the show, block the comments before I continue. And when I block you, you know go comment again. So I advise you that say make I block you, better she don't quiet. Because I go block you, you know go enjoy the news. Because it stimulate people and give the revolutionary orgasm. All right. Before the fly fell into my cup of wine, make a writer. Here reader, Samuel Sako write, dear honorable Congress members, I write to convey deep appreciation to you, members of Congress, on behalf, when I read them for here, on behalf of the people of Southern Cameroons, also known as Ambazonia, for your letter to President Jabakala Bagandu. He said to President Paul Biya on December 12, 2020. We particularly are happy for your call to participation at the Swiss-led mediation process where we can cement that the root cause of the struggle is federation that was abolished in 1972. somewhere Sako, quiff on the two. I never like for coach people that tribes, but believe me, back with the man, I put question mark with head. Now whether me and Leonga Martin Monon, I don't put question mark with Leonga head. When I sit with writer, he write and say, Sako Ikome, yeah, so-called president of the pastor's interim government. Yet in Sako writer. He write and say, we are happy of your call for participation for the Swissless process. Say they agree that the root cause of this struggle is federation. Well, make a circle and make una see no. Or they say una dey see for year 1948. But here, or 1948. But here, these guys are talking about other banned groups. Say they don't speak for other banned groups. Read them. It is worth noting that we don't speak for other banned groups that exist, that operate in our territory. That means say as Sako Ikome, they banned other groups, banned the ADF, banned Sisiku, impeach this one. This is the result. That means that they make a made understand saying that only them and all other groups have been banned, and they get the authority for bring back us into whatever they describe as the state of West Cameroon under a federal republic of Cameroon. Ambazonians will read on over here. It said the so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces. Yeah! Now this thing they pain me where I bring the letter. Say no, I just can't explain it. Now let's someone je parlons, s'il vous plaît. Siam, it said the so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces. Now read the line for here. The line. Now you are the show for now. The so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces has been banned. Jalo kalambo kalandondo. Mbela kalandukundaya kazangando. It's all right. Ambazonians. It said the so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces has been banned and do not represent the aspirations of the people of Southern Cameroons, also known as Ambazonia. Sako Ikome, the thief man, ya mami pima Sako Ikome. No man just talk him, ya mami pima. Yeah! No man just read the letter, man. Anger is not of the Lord. Habakkuk 3:5. The anger is not of the Lord. Ambazonians unasiam. The so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces, Sako Ikome writes, the so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces has been banned and do not represent the aspirations of the peoples of Southern Cameroons, also known as Ambazonia. He go further for right time. Say Julius Ayoktabe has been impeached by the people of Ambazonia. Which people? Me, Tapangaivo? Or you where you watch me? Here! Una yet thief man. Wait there for Maryland. Sako thief man. Sako ya mami pima. You and Gideon na mami pima. No, they want a revolution. Diplomacy not there here. Julius Ayoktabe has been impeached by the people of Ambazonia and does not represent Ambazonia revolution. Una yeah. No be me at the talk. I say una yeah. Sako Ikome writes, Julius Ayoktabe has been impeached. Una read them. No be say I did go line by line. Me all my understand. No be say tapang I the fake. No, I need this for here. I go send letter all my read them. Karen Bass send with the letter. Say me go authenticate whether they don't ban we now you don't push the letter out. Make people they hear them. Now Karen Bass send we this letter of the Ambazonia Defense Forces and the Eagle of Sea. Say let us authenticate whether truly you guys have been banned and you cannot sit or negotiate for a return to Cameroon. We'll tell Karembase first, we have not been banned by anyone because we have the largest defense force. And secondly, we will not sit to negotiate for any return of peace for one Cameroon. No, we will sit to negotiate for complete separation, and we are going as Ambazonia, a country, and not West Cameroon as described by Sako Ikome, who wants to return to the Federal Republic of Cameroon. When I read that, the so-called Ambazonia Defense Forces has been banned and do not represent the aspiration of the people of Southern Cameroon, and also known as Ambazonia. When I hear nonsense, it says Julius Ayoktabe has been impeached by the people of Ambazonia and does not represent the Ambazonia revolution. Please direct all correspondence to foreignaffairs@ambazonia.gov. We thank you. Submitted on behalf of the people of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Yours sincerely, or sincerely yours, Sako Ikome, PhD. PhD for us, He no get no doctor. Sako Ikome a thief man we no get doctor. Thief man we no get doctor say PhD. Ambazonians, when I don't see the letter, when I see the place where I don't show una, we write and say we are ready to compromise. What else do you need for me to show you that these people are true miscreants? Sako Ikome, he married a Bolu, a woman we come off of Bolu, Cameroon. That means Sako Ikome in-laws na Bolu. That means when Sako come back one night, you man lock door. Yeah, so-called pastor's interim president. You man lock door. Say Sako, you want to sleep na for say. Vous voulez dormir où? Sur la mamite. Mamite for French na matras. Vous voulez où? Vous voulez dormir où? Ou dormir non. Voulez-vous dormir? No. I think that thing again. Oh, French teacher be dying to teach me the one. Vous voulez dormir for who side for this mattress? Sako come and say, no.